I done sat here and talked for 8.5 minutes, and it was not even recording. I'm so mad. Take two. Hi, my name is Imani. For those of you who do not know me, welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you live from the beautiful Balian Beach in Bali, Indonesia. I'll get into why I'm here a little later. I'm coming to you today with a little life update and an update on the future of this channel. If you go back and look at my previous videos, I was doing travel vlogs and podcasts. Then I did like 2 podcast episodes and stuff. So first I'll start with the life update and then I'll get into Young Hot Ebony. So first, where have I been? Twin, where have you been? The past 2 years I've been a travel lab tech, which was a dream of mine. I've always wanted to travel and leave home and get paid to travel. I've traveled on 5 different assignments. 3 of them have been in the state of Virginia because it's not far from home. So I've been to the 3 in Virginia, Virginia Beach, Spotsylvania, and Richmond. And I've also been to Quad Cities, Illinois/Iowa, and Austin, Texas. My 2 favorites, Austin is number 1, Virginia Beach number 2. Really, just in these past 2 years, I have been just traveling and learning and becoming into my womanhood. I feel like when I first started traveling, I was a woman in age, but not really in action and in feeling. And on top of COVID taking 2 years from us, I was 24, but I still felt 22. I still felt like I had just graduated college and didn't know really what I was doing. But like 24, girl, you grown. You should know what you want to do. You should be sure you're grown now. Like I felt like 24, at 22, you're still a baby. I felt like you're still young and you can make mistakes and you're always young. But at 24, I felt like, okay, it's a little more serious. You're a little more grown now. But I didn't feel that way. So I started traveling at 24. I'm now 26. I feel like now at 26, I truly feel like a woman. And something that's been really heavy on my mind and on my heart. And I will have a little chit chat video coming soon about the topic of womanhood versus motherhood and wifehood. I feel like a lot of women skip the womanhood stage and go straight into motherhood and wifehood, or they feel like being a woman is solely being a mom and a wife. And then years down the line, they lose themselves and they don't know who they are outside of being someone's wife and someone's mom. Who are you? What fills your cup? You should find things that, are they having sex? Girl, these 2 crabs are getting it on.
What the hell, what the hell on?
What is going on right now? They either fighting or they doing a do, and I think it's the second one. Have y'all ever seen crabs having sex? Because now I have. The first try was so good. I had no distractions, nobody walking in my background. Now look, anyways, that's just the way life goes. Back to the story. Yes, womanhood versus motherhood and wifehood. And then, 10 years down the line, they realize that they don't know who they are outside of, again, being someone's mom and being someone's wife and trying to pour from an empty cup. And they feel burnt out and they feel I don't know. I'm not a mom or a wife, so I don't know all the feelings that they feel, but they don't feel good. But a saying that I heard that I really resonate with is, learn what fills your cup, do things that fill your cup. And when your cup is full, everyone drinks from your overflow. So in the past 2 years, I've been learning and living and loving and figuring out what fills my cup. And with that, I have not been vlogging because I feel like there's a very thin line when it comes to vlogging. There's a very thin line between living the moment and capturing the moment. And when I went to Jamaica, I feel like I didn't enjoy that trip as much as I should have and as much as I could have because I was so busy trying to capture the right moment and, oh no, wait, do that again. No, run that back. Do that again. Do that again. Light the candles again so I can blow them out again, and I didn't like that. Then it's like I didn't live in the moment. And then as I'm editing, my hand might have been shaky or I might have missed the moment a little bit. So then I didn't end up capturing the moment the way that I wanted to either. So it's like what was this for? I didn't live in the moment. I didn't capture the moment the way that I would have wanted to. So I think I've shied away from vlogging. And as you can tell in this vlog series, I've even changed the way that I vlog. It's more B-rolls and getting what I get and just voiceovers and narrating and telling you guys what I've been doing rather than being so pressed to capture each and every moment. And that has been really freeing. I've been having a ball out here. Honestly, I've been having a ball in life. I love life. I love my life. And it's such a blessing to be able to say that, especially with everything going on. There is so much going on. Seriously. And it's so easy for your happiness and your joy to be taken away from you with everything that's going on. As far as the life update, that's really just been where I've been traveling, working, living, becoming, learning, loving. Now that brings me to the Young Hot Ebony update and the update of the future of this channel. So, for those of you who may not know, I'm currently in Bali for a yoga teacher training course. I am getting my 200-hour yoga teacher certification. And as far as the future of this channel, it will be a little bit of travel vlogs whenever I travel, but it will be mostly yoga flows. Yoga flows, maybe a little bit of chit chat videos in there. Definitely, I'm transitioning into being a little bit more niched. I feel like having a niche allows you to have your thing, but also keep the rest of your life sacred and close to you. Whereas vlogging, your life is your bread and butter, essentially, your entire life. You have to show everybody everything. If you show your audience a friend, and if you and your friend aren't friends anymore, and now your audience is asking where that person has been, or your relationship channels, and then now your relationship is part of your bread and butter, and you have to explain to everybody where the relationship has went, or try to portray something that might not be real. So yes, I decided I wanted to be a little bit more niched, and my niche is yoga. I've been doing yoga for a few years now, and other than Black Yogi Nico Marie, shout out to you, love you girl. Before I lived in Austin, she was the only Black yogi I had seen. When I go to yoga classes and yoga studios in person, I am always the only Black girl, the only Black person, and I've never had a Black yoga instructor. And it really meant a lot to me to be the change that I want to see. My community really needs healing. I feel like yoga has been very healing for me. On top of other things, yoga, meditation, affirmations, rampages, subliminals, journaling, um, living a life that I love, doing what I love. You know, all that has played a part, but yoga has also played a big part. And knowing and understanding that my community needs healing, I want to be that beacon of light for them. It's not that Black people don't want to do yoga, it's that they may not have the resources, may not know where to start, may not feel comfortable. And I feel as though sometimes it's more comfortable to try something new when someone who looks like you is the teacher. So here has born Ebony Yogi. That is my little, is it called alias? My little name. So yes, the future of this channel is more around wellness. I don't want to say health and wellness, but I guess health and wellness and chit chat videos, maybe podcast style, but more of like a big sister or girlfriend chat rather than interviews and, you know, actual podcast style. Because even when it comes to podcasts, you guys saw I did a handful of podcast episodes. And yes, I love to yap. Yapping is one of my favorite things. It just didn't resonate with me to, one, have to keep up with it and put that sort of thing out weekly or bi-weekly and making it a whole production. Like, honestly, I just want to sit down with this little fuzzy mic in my hand and yap and post and be heard. I don't want to make it a whole production and make it a whole thing. That's just not my vibe. And I also feel like I didn't resonate with it because I was doing it at that time in my life. I felt like I was doing a lot of things that were like get rich quick schemes, like merch and podcasts because everybody else was doing it. And like my mindset was, especially coming out of college, in college, you're paying someone to teach you. You're paying them to teach you. You're paying them for your life. Versus when you graduate, now it's like every second of my life is not only for me, but it could be for making money. It could be for monetizing. And capitalism is so deep into our brains. We want to capitalize off of everything. So I was in a season in my life where I wanted to capitalize off of every second of my life. And what was everybody doing at the time? Making podcasts and having vending machines. So I was just doing anything to try to get rich quick and get followers quick and follow some sort of formula or algorithm. But it didn't resonate. And so I didn't do it. I don't do things that I don't want to do. So I didn't do it. And it definitely looked a little crazy because, you know, to have started something and to stop as quickly as I started. But again, it just did not resonate. But what does resonate is doing YouTube, showing myself to the world, showing my light, sharing my love and light and knowledge and wisdom and the things that I've learned and helping people and being the person that I've always wanted to be, the person that I once needed. And that is who I am stepping into, being the person that I once needed, because I know that there are so many girls out there, whether in their early 20s or their teens or their preteens or maybe even older than me, who, again, our community needs healing. And not just only for the girlies. I mean, the guys can do yoga too. We got a guy in our yoga cohort. But yes, I just want to bring healing to our community. One of the only people that I know doing this on YouTube is Nico, and you definitely inspired me. You are my inspiration. But there needs to be more of us, and there's room for all of us. It doesn't need to be just one girl. Even when it comes to the gym space, gym girly, everybody is a gym girly. To me, Emily is the it girl when it comes to Black girls in fitness. But I know so many girls who are on TikTok making gym girl content. Everybody and their mama is on TikTok making gym girl content now. So there is enough room for all of us. So yes, that is the future of this channel. Just more Ebony Yogi and a little bit about the name, because for a minute I almost shied away from the ebony of it, especially the young hot ebony. I was thinking of a brand new name, completely different, because I realized that when I would tell people, just regular people would ask me what my YouTube channel was, and I would tell them, I realized that ebony has that like, now has that like sexual connotation. And even when I told one of my friends that that's not what I thought of when I made it, she almost didn't believe me, because when they think of ebony, they think of ebony corn. When I think of ebony, I want to say ebony is a color, but I think of Ebony magazine. I think of just melanin. I don't think of corn. But then even like the young hot aspect. I mean, when I hear young hot ebony, I just think of myself. Like, I'm young and hot and I'm black and I'm beautiful. Like, but then saying that out loud and realizing what society has put that connotation as, very sexual, I started to feel uncomfortable when I would tell people the name of my channel. And so I wanted to shy away from it. But then I was telling my friend about it, and she completely disagreed and said that I should keep the name as essentially positive. I don't know what the word is. I can't think of it right now. Like positive, I guess positive representation, that you can be ebony, and ebony does not necessarily have to be just sexual or corn or double penetration. Like, you are an ebony and you are eating well. You're a young hot ebony and you're eating well. You care about your mental health. You care about your body. You treat your body as a temple, not as an object of objectification or a blow up doll for dudes to stick in all of your holes. So when she gave me that encouragement to keep the name and to be the one to change the way that that word is perceived in society, as again, I want to call it positive reinforcement or positive representation. I resonated with that as well. So I'm definitely keeping Ebony Yogi. Plus, fun fact, a lot of my family on my mom's side, well, I'm not going to say a lot. It's like the same three people. They always call me Ebony. They'll say Essence and Ebony because my sister's name is Essence. And I guess they just think straight about like the magazines. So they'll be like, oh yeah, Essence and Ebony. Who is Ebony? My name is Imani. Like, fuck. But anyway, yes, I'm really excited actually. I'm very excited for the future of this channel. I think my camera's about to die, so I might end this here. Thank you for watching. I hope that you stay with me on this journey and that you enjoy the new content as much as I will enjoy making it. Everyone have a blessed day.